while, since I had nothing better to do, I decided I want to do a Blu-ray collection video. And I just gotta say this right now, it took me 3 hours to get all this out here. Now you're probably wondering, 3 hours? To be honest, that looks like a pretty small collection. You think this is it? You really think this is it? Take a lookie to your righty. Oh wait, I gotta do that, don't I? God damn. So, clearly I have a little bit of a problem, and I know what most of you are thinking. Why the hell do you need all of these? Well, here's the thing. I love movies, I am a collector, and it just makes me feel complete. But here's the thing. Most of these aren't streaming. I don't give a fuck. And do I need to own all these movies? No. Have I seen all these movies? No. But I don't even know. Fuck it, let's just get started. This is gonna take forever. First up, 8 Mile, 10 Things I Hate About You, 12 Years a Slave. Oh yeah, half of these aren't even unwrapped, by the way. 42, 101 Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatians 2, which is the only good straight-to-DVD Disney sequel. 1917, 2001 A Space Odyssey, Addams Family and Addams Family Values, Adventureland, Adventures of Tintin, Akira, or Akira. Yeah, it wasn't until I pulled all my movies out that I realized I own more anime movies than I thought I did. But you know what? I love animation. Anime's a form of animation, so shut up. Aladdin, Alien, Alita Battle Angel. This movie is underrated as hell. If you have not seen it, give it a shot. I really want to see a sequel to it. What is it? Ambulance, American Pie, American Pie 2, American Psycho on Steelbook, which you will see a lot of Steelbooks because I like Steelbooks, and American Sniper. Next pile. Oh god, there's so many. An American Tail, American Underdog, Anchorman, Anchorman 2, the Angry Video Game Nerd BFG of Blu-ray collection, which is just the Angry Video Game Nerd series. And I know what you're thinking, but it's on YouTube. I don't know, I just like to own this. It's kind of cool. Animal House, Ant-Man, Ants, Antlers. Had not seen this since theaters. I don't know if it holds up or not. Apocalypse Now, Apollo 13, Aqua Teen Forever Plantasm. Oh, there's Aquaman. I about said Ant-Man. Arthur Christmas, the Austin Powers trilogy, Avatar. Will I get Avatar: The Way of Water? I don't know. And the better Avatar, the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, and Avengers: Infinity War. Next pile. I'm not gonna say that every time, I swear. Avengers Endgame, the Back to the Future Steelbook collection. And the cool thing about this one is when you put all the Steelbooks side by side, it forms a DeLorean. I like little touches like that. I think that's cool. Don't fall. Bad Boys for Life, The Bad Guys, Bad Santa, Basketball, which is the only Trey Parker, Matt Stone thing I have not seen, well, besides the Book of Mormon. The Batman collection, which is Batman 89, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. Absolutely love the Michael Keaton movies. Batman Forever is one of my all-time guilty pleasures. And Batman and Robin? Let's move on. The Batman. Batman Begins. My all-time favorite movie, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Rises. Batman the Complete Animated Series, which also has Batman Mask of the Phantasm and Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. Seen Mask of the Phantasm a handful of times. Have never seen Sub-Zero. And the 60s Batman series. Beauty and the Beast. Beavis and Butthead Do America. Classic. Has one of my all-time favorite scenes in an animated movie. And yes, it's the hallucination scene. Belfast. Have not seen this since theaters. Don't even know if I'm going to keep it or not. Oh god. Belle, which I saw in theaters 4 times. I thought it looked beautiful on the big screen, and I just thought it was so damn good. And it is. That collector's edition was not cheap, though. It's like the only way to get the 4K disc. Beetlejuice. Big Hero 6. Big Trouble in Little China. Oh shit, I own Big Trouble in Little China? I haven't seen this movie forever. Need to give that a rewatch. Birdman. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Black Adam. This movie's generic as hell, but I had a freaking blast with it. But it is pretty bad that even when I'm watching the movie, I'm trying to remember who the villain is. I was like, oh yeah, Satan, I think. I don't remember. The Black Phone? Black Panther and Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and I just realized I was out of order. But whatever. Black Widow? Blues Brothers. Bored James? I don't know why I own half of these either. The Bob's Burgers movie. Underrated as hell. Absolutely loved it. And I think I like it more than some other people did. Bohemian Rhapsody. Book Club. I do not need to own Book Club whatsoever. Never seen it. But since the sequel's coming out soon, I probably do need to watch it eventually. Oh, man. Fuck, there it goes already. And The Book of Life. Oh, God. Oh, don't you fall. Don't you fall. Okay. Booksmart. All 5 Jason Bourne movies. Boy and the Beast. And it was after Belle that I was like, I want to see everything else from... I want to see everything else from this director, and this was one of them, and it's a really good movie. No, as I said, it's a really good movie. Boyhood. The Boys Seasons 1 and 2. I know I don't need to own this, but I love the series so much that I was like, I kind of want it. And it was cheap on Black Friday. Oh, God. Sorry. Excuse me. Braveheart. The Breadwinner. Not to get mixed up with that crappy Nickelodeon show from years ago. Anyone remember that? It was terrible. The Breakfast Club. Bridesmaids. Broken Arrow. Bullet Train. The 1990s Captain America. Never seen this, but maybe I'll do a Trev Watches video on it. Yeah, I want to do more of those, by the way. Captain America, the First Avenger. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. That's right? Yep. Captain America Civil War. Captain Marvel. Not one of my favorites, but I like to collect all the MCU movies and... Screw it. The Cartoon Saloon Irish Folklore Trilogy, which has Song of the Sea, Secret of Kells, and Wolfwalkers. It's the only way to get Wolfwalkers on Blu-ray. And at the time, I didn't have Apple TV Plus, but now I do. But I still like to own it on Blu-ray. And, the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, which has Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and then No Time to Die. Casino Royale is my favorite, just to let you know. Oh, God. Okay. Castaway. I know this looks like Deadpool, but it's Castaway. I don't know, it's just got a weird Deadpool slipcover on it. I think it was to promote Deadpool 2 when that was coming out. Jason Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Clerks. Clerks being one of my all-time favorite movies. I just relate to it so much. Because honestly, I have lived that movie. But minus the parts where you play hockey on the roof and crash a funeral. Clerks 2 and Zack and Mary Make a Porno. Clerks 3 on 4K Steelbook. Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Chicago. Children Who Chase Lost Voices. That's right? Yep. Child's Play Steelbook. Let me say that again. Child's Play Steelbook. Christmas Story. Okay, this is when you know I really don't need to own all of these. And I can even agree with this one. The Classic Christmas Specials collection, which is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, and Santa Claus Coming to Town. I don't know. I grew up on these, but I don't know. When you're older, you notice some things that are wrong with them. Like, watch Frosty the Snowman again. There's so much bad audio. At one point, one kid will go, "What should we name him?" And this other kid will go, "Bruce!" It's like, damn, you go through puberty that quickly? I don't know. It's pretty funny. Clockwork Orange, one of my favorites. Yeah, I know there's a lot of scenes that are hard to watch, but still a great movie. Clue, Coming to America, Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It. I don't have any of the others, but there's like a pack out there that I want to get. Cop Shop, underrated as hell. If you have not seen this movie, do so. It's too damn good. Coraline 4K Steelbook. Cowboy Bebop, the complete series. One of my favorites. Love it to death. Cowboy Bebop, the movie, with this really crappy cover. With this really crappy cover where someone clearly just took a bunch of images and put them all, and crammed them all together. By the way, you will not be finding that movie on any streaming service. Crazy Stupid Love. Creed. The Croods. And The Croods of New Age. Why do I have both Croods movies? They're literally movies where Nicolas Cage plays a character that just screams. Why wouldn't I love that? Oh my god, there's so damn much. How many times have I said that now? Okay, you know what? That's going on the floor. Ugh. Okay. Corella, which I know some people don't like, some people like. I had a lot of fun with it, and also it's got this really cool red 4K case. I'm struggling to talk. I'm so sorry. The Dark Crystal, I got to see a re-release of this last year in theaters, and really, all I remembered before going into it was, Date Night, Deadpool 1 and 2, Death Note, which I have not seen yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about, but I did see that, Simpsons Trev, a horror parody they did last year, which that was really cool. Death on the Nile? Oh god. Demon Slayer Seasons 1, Demon Slayer Mugen Train, and Demon Slayer The Entertainment District arc. I did a video onto the Swordsmith Village, and the one thing I forgot to mention in that was, I'm sick to death of seeing Demon Slayer everywhere. I get why people love it, but I do get tired of seeing it everywhere. I cannot walk into a store anymore without seeing something Demon Slayer. The Departed, Despicable Me 2, I don't know why I don't have the first one. Die Hard, one of the greatest action movies of all time. And here's all the other Die Hard movies, including the first one. Okay, actually, wait, that's a lie. It's Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, and Live Free or Die Hard. I have not seen Live Free or Die Hard. I don't know why I haven't, actually. What? Dirty Dancing. I think I just picked this up on Black Friday last year because it was cheap. Honestly, I've never seen it, but I don't know if it's going to be my thing. Hi, Doggy, The Disaster Artist. God damn it. I love this movie. I love The Room. And I need to rewatch it again. And I think I had something like sticky right here, so I cut part of the slipcover off. I might just throw that away. Django Unchained. Doctor Sleep. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is not the best multiverse movie from last year. You will see that somewhere here eventually. Dog Day Afternoon. Oh. Oh, fuck, don't fall. Okay. Dogma, which is a very hard movie to find. You will not find this on any streaming service. I think I spent a ridiculous amount on it. I want to say... No, you know what? I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on this. Don't Breathe? Great movie. It has a really fucked up ending, though. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. fuck you, I love this movie. Okay, I can't say I love it. I really like this movie, and I have found out that it's a very easy movie to talk people into watching. Just tell them, oh yeah, it's like Dora, she goes to the city, and everyone sees her as this crazy person. Dr. Strangelove? Dragon Ball Super Superhero? Okay, I'm not a Dragon Ball fan. I haven't seen any of it whatsoever, but I saw this movie last summer and had a freaking blast with it. Also, I need it for a video I plan on doing at some point. Dumbo. Really, the only reason I have this because how long until it's like banned from Disney Plus? Dune. Dunkirk Steelbook. Not 4K, it's just regular Blu-ray. Easy A. Edge of Tomorrow. Edward Scissorhands. Elf. Elvis. Now, I have mixed feelings on musical biopics, and this one, when I was going into it, I was all like, how much of a generic biopic is this going to be? 2 minutes in, I was all like, alright, this isn't going to suck! And I fucking love this movie. And, okay, if you haven't picked up, the movie theater that I shoot at sometimes I work at, we had this lady come in last year 23 times and watched Elvis. I could never do that. And I'm like, aren't you getting tired of it? No, she never got tired of it, and she always wore the same Elvis stuff. And I don't know if she ever went home and cleaned it or not. Probably did, and came back the next day to watch Elvis. Encanto? Escape Plan. Have not seen this movie. I think I got on Black Friday. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The Eternals. Okay, I know I mentioned that I collect all the MCU movies, but when am I ever going to watch the fucking Eternals again? Every Which Way But Loose? Fuck yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once? I would just like to acknowledge that I was on board with this movie from the freaking start. Saw it on opening weekend. I was still in high school. Had to get this big project done. And I was all like, screw that. I'm going to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. Love this movie to death. And it gets better every time I watch it. Ex Machina. The Expendables trilogy. The Fabelmans. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is the only Fantastic Beasts movie I own. And I need to take a breather. Oh, look! More movies! Let's keep going! Family Guy Something Something Dark Side and Family Guy It's a Trap. I really do not need to own these, but I don't know. If someone was to ask me which is better, the Star Wars prequels or the Star Wars sequels, I'd be like, well, technically this Family Guy Star Wars trilogy is better than both of those. And I have the first one somewhere around here on DVD. Fast and the Furious 8 movie collection. Fast and Furious, or wait, no. F9 The Fast Saga. Stupid title to a stupid movie. And I think I only have that because I have all the others. Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but I love it. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Fifth Element. Fight Club. Fighting with My Family. Really underrated movie. Ford v Ferrari. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Forrest Gump. What is this? The Founder. Okay, I really need to start making a pile of movies I do want to keep and do not need to keep. But, I don't even know if I want to keep this one or not. Frankenweenie? Fucking Frankenweenie. Free Guy. Free. Oh, God. It's too many. Friday. All 8 Friday the 13th movies. Fritz the Cat. Jesus Christ. From Up on Poppy Hill. Oh, by the way, kids, go ask your parents what Fritz the Cat is. And, Frozen. That's still a pretty good movie. Didn't care for Frozen 2, though. Oh, God. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Fury. I've actually never seen this movie. I don't even know if it's good or not. Future Boy Conan. I have not seen this, but it's from Hayao Miyazaki, so it might be pretty good. Futurama Bender's Game. Or Yeah, Bender's Game. I was getting mixed up with Ender's Game. I don't know why I own this either. I like Futurama, though. Galaxy Quest, great movie. Game Night, underrated movie. Gattaca. Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal, Season 1. I have not seen the show yet, but I have heard nothing but praise about it. The Gentleman, also underrated. Get Him to the Greek. I found this at a rummage sale, and I've never seen it before. I don't know if it's good or not. Ghost, have not seen it before. Now, Ghost in the Shell, I have seen. That's also a steelbook. Ghostbusters, classic. Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters Afterlife. And Ghostbusters 2, don't need to own that one, but I'm a completionist, so... Now, some of you are probably wondering. So do you have the remake of Ghostbusters? The Girl Who Lived Through Time? The Godfather? Godfather Part 2? Godzilla vs. Kong? Gone Girl? Haven't seen that. Good Burger? Dumb as fuck, but I don't know. I enjoy it. Goodbye Don Glees? I haven't seen this yet. I picked it up and was like, fuck it, let's just keep going. 90s classic right here, a Goofy movie. I don't know why this movie is everywhere, but I don't know, childhood. Okay. The Goosebumps movie? Gravity? The Graduate? Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me. The Greatest Showman? Green Mile? I'll just be honest, it's one of the few movies that made me cry. Shut up. Gremlins, one of my all-time favorite movies. I love this movie as a kid. I still love it now. And here we also have a 2-pack of the first Gremlins and Gremlins 2. And it was cheaper than buying Gremlins 2 separate. But they're two... Honestly, Gremlins 1 and 2 are kind of different. And I still love Gremlins 2 as well. I used to be in this like bad movie club back in high school, and the teacher that ran it told us we needed to watch Gremlins 2 because it was so bad, and I was all like, what? No, I love that movie. And I was like, is it just been forever that I don't remember it being bad? But then we all watched it and was like, no, this movie still holds up. I love it. Grindhouse presents Planet Terror. I have not seen either of these Grindhouse movies. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Hacksaw Ridge Steelbook. Hail Caesar. I've had this forever, and I still have not yet watched it. The original Halloween. Have to watch this every year, without a doubt. Halloween 2018. I used to have Halloween Kills, but Halloween Ends was so bad, I was like, I don't need kills. The Hangover. Do not have the other two because they suck. Happy Gilmore, one of Adam Sandler's few great comedies. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, classic. Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. Harold and Kumar Very 3D Christmas, which is not in 3D on there. The Harry Potter Collection. And The Hateful Eight. I'm sorry, I thought I just heard something. Fine, let's keep going. Heat. Hell or High Water. Hellboy. Hitman's Bodyguard. Not a great movie, but I have fun with it. Sequel, though, sucks. Hocus Pocus. Also gotta watch this every Halloween, but I have problems with it. It's a guilty pleasure movie. Home Alone. Home Alone 2, yeah, they're the same movie, but Home Alone 2 definitely has its moments, especially Tim Curry. Hot Rod. Hot Rod is so fucking dumb, but I love it. Oh God. Hot Tub Time Machine. Why do I have this? I've never seen Hot Tub Time Machine. Hotel Transylvania 1 through 3. I do not like the third one. I only have it for the first two. Stays up on space. House with a Clock in Its Walls. I have not seen this movie in forever, but I do remember seeing it and thinking, this is like one of those old 80s PG kids movies. Like, this movie's pretty, like, dark. The original How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey How the Grinch Stole Christmas, it's not good, but I watch it every year. But, oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. Is nobody else disturbed by the fact that the Who's live on a snowflake and that they all die at the end of that movie? Kind of messed up. How to Train Your Dragon 4K Steelbook. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Hugo. The Hunger Games 4K Steelbook collection. I have a confession to make. I've never seen Hunger Games before. I did not grow up on them. Everyone is so far on my ass to watch them, and I'm like, I'll get to it eventually. Leave me alone. Oh my god. And, The Hunt. You remember when this movie was controversial? I don't know, that was really stupid. And then it was in theaters for like 3 days due to COVID. Which one am I on next? Oh, this one. Okay. I Know What You Did Last Summer? Impractical Jokers, the movie. I do not need to own this movie, but it's hit or miss for me. It's like, when they do Impractical Jokers, it's great. When the movie, for whatever reason, has a story, I'm like, why? You don't need this. Just do what the Jackass movies do and do your shtick. In the Heights, underrated movie. Inception, not an underrated movie. The Incredible Hulk, the only MCU movie I've not seen. Does it even matter? Incredibles 2. The 3 of the Indiana Jones Steelbook collection. I like these ones a lot because they're designed like the OG posters. And I do not have Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Oh, and I am really excited for Dial of Destiny. Inglourious Bastards. Inside Out. Instant Family. Really underrated movie. It's so freaking good. Also has the Dora that plays... it has the girl that plays Dora in it. Interstellar. Inuo. Have not seen this yet. Invincible. Not the Amazon series. This is the football Disney movie with Mark Wahlberg in it, but the Amazon series is much better. The Invisible Man. Iron Giant, one of my favorite animated movies. Isle of Dogs and Fantastic Mr. Fox. Actually, to be honest, those are the only Wes Anderson movies I've seen. But I did see the trailer for that movie Asteroid City, which looks great. It. Oh, God. It Chapter 2. God, this movie's so bad, but it's so entertaining. And how can you not be entertained when there is a zombie in a getaway car and the guy yells at him, "Punch it!" Oh, God. We're only at the eyes. We're only at the fucking eyes! Oh, this was not a good idea. Okay. It's a Wonderful Life. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Christmas. Jackass 3, Jackass Forever, hands down one of my all-time favorite theater experiences. Watching this in theaters with a crowd, it felt more like a party than just watching a movie. Plus, it was just great to see those guys back. Jackass Bad Grandpa, Jackie Brown, James and the Giant Peach, my least favorite Henry Selick movie, but still good. The James Bond collection, I have not seen all the James Bond movies, but the ones I have seen, I do really like. Which I can't even remember which ones I haven't seen. Jaws, classic. The Jerk, personally one of my all-time favorite comedies. I just love that scene with the guy in the sniper rifle. That's funny as hell. Jingle All the Way. Oh, God. The John Wick... The John Wick trilogy. Did a review on Chapter 4. Go check that out. Jojo Rabbit. Joker. And this is the only movie I've seen. Okay, maybe there was something else. But this is the only movie I've seen that I can remember when I was watching it in theaters. I had to really sit and think, what did I think of that? Because I was literally watching the movie, gripping onto my seat like, oh God, I know, you just know certain things are coming, but you don't want them to happen. Josie the Tiger and the Fish, great movie. I don't know if people like this or not. Judas and the Black Messiah. I'm sorry, I just thought of something. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero Steelbook. Got a funny story with this movie. I saw it last year when it first came out on like its opening night or whatever, and never saw the show. The only thing I knew going into it was that there was a talking panda who had some superpowers of some sort. But with the movie being a prequel, I could follow it fine for like the first hour, but by the end, by like the climax of the movie, so many people showed up and I was like, I don't know who any of you sons of bitches are. Also, it was just fun to explain the movie to people. Okay, I'm pretty positive they at one point fought monster vaginas. There was this villain that kind of sounded like Alec Baldwin a little bit, but it wasn't Alec Baldwin. I don't know. But then a couple days later, I watched some of the show and went back to watch it again with a friend of mine who also had never seen the show, and he didn't even watch the full thing. We got up and left. And then after I did finish most of the series, I went and watched the movie again and liked it a lot more. Okay. Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, Steelbook. Jumanji the Next Level, which to be honest, I like more than the original Jumanji. Sue me. Juno, Jurassic Park, used to have the pack, but then I rewatched the first Jurassic World, hated Dominion, hated Fallen Kingdom, and didn't think the first one held up all that much, so I was like, why have this pack when I only like one of them? So, just got the original. Kick-Ass, Kiki's Delivery Service, such a sweet little movie, I love it. King Kong, the Jack Black one. King's Speech, found it at a garage sale, haven't seen it yet, but from the award-winning director of Cats. I should totally do a watch this video on that movie as well. The Kingsman Steelbook Collection, really, I don't care for the Kingsman, but, I don't know, cool looking steelbooks. Knives Out, and Glass Onion should have been in theaters, and it needs a physical media release. Just saying. Kong Skull Island, La La Land, Labyrinth, which is a really cool release because the case is like the Labyrinth book. Last Action Hero, Last Duel, criminally overlooked movie. And it's got scenes that aren't easy to watch, but you guys need to see it. It's really good. Last Night in Soho, probably my least favorite Edgar Wright movie, but still really damn good. This is the next one, right? Okay. Lawrence of Arabia, have not seen this movie, but people, it's so goddamn long. Can you blame me? I'll watch it eventually. League of Their Own, the Lego Movie. I watched this movie so many times as a kid, I could still quote it front to back. Lego Movie 2 Steelbook, and this, it says it's the Blu-ray Steelbook, but it has the 4K discs in it, and I just got rid of the Blu-ray ones. Les Mis, haven't seen it. Let Him Go, underrated as hell, such a great movie. All 4 Lethal Weapon movies, and I have a confession. I've only seen the first one. I don't know why I haven't seen the other ones. I got a lot of watching to do. Licorice Pizza, Life of Pi, haven't seen that either. Lilo and Stitch 2 and Lilo and Stitch, or did I say Lilo and Stitch 2? It's both Lilo and Stitch movies, but yes, Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch has a glitches in this. But you barely know, because only at the bottom right here, like, oh yeah, Lilo and Stitch 2's in here. Lion King, fuck the live action remake, I want that shit to burn. The original Little Mermaid, dreading having to watch the remake. I hate the Disney remakes so much, besides Jungle Book and Cruella. Little Shop of Horrors. What is this? Logan. Looper. Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now last year, Regal did a re-release of the extended cut trilogy in theaters for 3 nights in a row. There's a fucking reason those were not meant to be in theaters. My ass hurt after watching all of those, and they never had intermission, so you can never get up at a certain point. Lord of War, haven't seen that. Lost Boys, great movie. Lost City, Love and Monsters, underrated. Luca, Steelbook. Lupin the Third, Castle of Cagliostro, 4K, and this is I don't know. I'm starting to lose it, people. Lupin the Third, the First. Oh great, that was the last pile. For this batch, gotta go get more! Ugh. Okay. Lupin the Third, Mystery of Mamo. Megan, the first movie I reviewed on this channel, so this movie means a little bit of something to me. And I also want to mention that TikTok is probably the reason we did not get the R-rated version in theaters, and the R-rated version is on here, so more than likely from now on I'm going to be watching that version. How many times did I just say version? Madagascar 3... I don't know. Malignant, one of the greatest twists ever in a horror movie in the last few years. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, such a sweet fucking movie. I freaking loved it. Mary Poppins, Megamind, classic. Men in Black Steelbook, The Menu, Midway. Have not seen this movie. A friend of mine told me to watch it, and I'm just like, yeah, alright. Millennium Actress. Minari. Miracle. Mission Impossible Collection. I love the first one. Don't really care for the second one. Third one I don't even remember. Love the last three, and I'm really excited for Dead Reckoning Part 1. Even though I really don't see the point in having a Part 1 and a Part 2 for Mission Impossible. Because nobody goes to see those movies for the plot. Mitchell's vs. Machines. I am fully aware this is on Netflix, but I don't care. I absolutely loved it, and it just makes me feel complete to own it. Moana. Monster Squad. Underrated gem. Monsters University. Don't know why I have this one, but not Monsters Inc. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. And I don't know why this one has a 4K, but Holy Grail doesn't. And, wow. This is when you really know I'll just buy anything. Moonfall. It's dumb as shit. It knows it is, and I love it. It's so entertaining. Moon bad. Moon stupid. I don't like Moon. The Moon's AI. He has moon tentacles. The Moon's gonna help us stop the Moon. It's mind-boggling how Roland Emmerich was not drunk while writing this freaking movie. Okay. Another guilty pleasure movie, the R-rated Mortal Kombat movie. I have problems with it, but I had a lot of fun with it. But I do also understand why a lot of people didn't care for it. Mulan Steelbook. Fucking hate the remake. Actually, before the remake came out, I would tell people, like, yeah, I like Mushu, but I do have a few problems with him. But after seeing that remake, I'm like, I take back everything I ever said about fucking Mushu. He made that movie! Next, The Muppet Movie, classic. The 2011 Muppets movie. Napoleon Dynamite. Tina, you fat lord, come get some dinner. Oh, is there something on that? Nope. Nope. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Gotta watch that every year. News of the World. The Nice Guys. Night at the Museum. Actually rewatched this recently after the crappy animated one. And you know what? I still really like this one. The sequel is not as much. Nightmare Alley. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Gotta watch this every year as well. Nobody. Oh god. Nope. The Northman. Okay, so this next one I literally only have because I plan on doing a video on it. The Nutcracker, The Untold Story. This is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I hate this fucking movie, but I only have it because I'm planning on doing a video on it at one point, probably around Christmas, and it was like $1. Not even that. Old School, which by the way, that's how much that movie probably cost to make a fucking dollar. Once Upon a Deadpool, I really don't need this, but I have the other two versions of Deadpool 2, so why the hell not? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, great movie. Only Yesterday, Orgasmo. Kids, along with Fritz the Cat, go ask your parents what this one is. Paddington 2. Both these movies are so fucking good. If you don't believe me, go watch them for yourself. Paranorman 4K Steelbook. Don't fall. Oh. Parasite. Peanuts Holiday Collection, so Great Pumpkin, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. I actually rewatched the Christmas one last year, and there was like a couple shorts after it or whatnot, and one of them was one I watched as a kid a lot called It's Flash Beagle Charlie Brown. It's Flash Beagle Charlie Brown, and that song is still fucking banging. He's Flash, 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 Beagle, perfect blue. Perks of Being a Wallflower. The original Peter Pan. Oh god, there's a remake coming out to this soon too, isn't there? When will you stop, Disney? Just make original things. Ezra Miller's in Perks of Being a Wallflower? Huh. Pig. Pinocchio, the original. Pixar Short Films Volume 3. The Place Promised in Our Early Days. This is from Makoto Shinkai, who did Your Name and Weathering with You. Have not seen this one. There was another movie in this collection that he also did that wasn't one of those two. And I'll try to watch them before what is that one coming out soon? The Suzume. I'll try to watch it before Suzume. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Detective Pikachu. Polar Express. Poltergeist. Pompo the Cinephile. Saw this movie last year out of obligation and was like, I don't even know out of obligation for what, but I just went and watched this and freaking loved it. It's really underrated. Man. And ever since I was born, I was dope. Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping. Criminally underrated movie. I love it. I can't say it's one of my favorite comedies, but I do. If you have not seen it, just go watch it. Porco Rosso. Porky's. Kids, parents, ask them. Pretty in Pink. Prince of Egypt, which I just watched this on the 4K upgrade, and it looks great. Now, one problem I have with some of the old DreamWorks movie upgrades is that the sound isn't that loud, and I want my sound to be really loud. Pro Mayor, I've seen this movie, I just don't remember anything about it. Pulp Fiction, one of my all-time favorite movies. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Purple Rain. Now, people, I gotta ask, who is your favorite fearless hero? Okay, that's the first one, but I also got Last Wish. I saw this movie more times than I did Avatar. Saw it 4 times in theaters, and yeah, which is the sequel that more people remember? Ha! Quiet Place? Quiet Place Part 2? Okay, these next two I probably need to explain a little bit. Quintessential Quintuplet Seasons 1 and 2. They had a movie coming out last year. I saw there was only 24 episodes, so I was like, fuck it, I'll watch the show. And at first, kind of hated it, but then I let a few days go by, like, after I stopped watching it, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I let a few days go by, and it just kept bothering me, like, how the hell is this getting a big screen movie? And I watched the rest of the series, and I was all like, okay, you know what? I actually really liked that. It gets better as it goes on. The characters are really likable. Story's not that great, but it's really enjoyable, and it's sweet. So, shut up. Shut up! The Raid 1 and 2. Rango. Raya and the Last Dragon. So, did I mention this in the video yet? I don't know. Movie theater I shoot at, I work. The movie theater that I shoot at, I work at. And one of the first movies that came out when I worked there was Raya and the Last Dragon. And if I ever have to do Disney trivia, where they ask, what was the name of the country in Raya and the Last Dragon? I'd be like, Kumandra! It's freaking Kumandra! And you want to know how I know that? Because I cleaned that theater so many times, and there was that song that goes like, there's an energy in the water, there's an energy, da-da-da, Kumandra, 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 Conundra, Conundra, Conundra. I know what I said the last couple times, but, where the hell is I going with this? Raya, it's a good movie. Ready Player One, Rear Window, Seasons 1 and 2 of regular show. The only reason I got this was because at the time, HBO Max was getting rid of a bunch of their stuff. One of them being close enough, and I was all like, okay, how long until regular show's gone? So I just got this in case. But I grew up on that show, and it was funny. One parent would let us watch it, the other one wouldn't, and freaking hated it. It was funny. Rescuers 1 and 2. Rescuers Down Under is much better than the first one. Reservoir Dogs. Return to Oz? God damn it, I wish I watched this movie when I was younger, because it's fucked up. The goddamn Wheelers, man. Look them up if you don't know what I'm talking about. The Revenant. The Ring. The recent Planet of the Apes trilogy, so Rise, Dawn, and War for the Planet of the Apes. This is one of my personal favorite trilogies. Love it. Risky Business. Sometimes you just gotta say, what the fuck? RoboCop. Rocketman. Moving these over to the side. Don't you, any of you fall. All 4 of the recent Rocky Steelbooks, and I've heard 3 and 4 do not have a great 4K upgrade, but I can't be the judge of that yet. I haven't watched any of these yet. But I have seen the Rocky movies, obviously. Rocky Horror Picture Show, very different from Rocky. Ron's Gone Wrong? Oh. Can you really trust anyone? Oh, God. The Rush Hour trilogy. Salem's Lot, which I've not seen, and the only reason I have this is because there was a remake coming out at some point, but I guess it got postponed or whatever. The Sand Pebbles. I honestly don't know what this is. I think I just found it at a garage sale. The Sandlot, classic. The Santa Claus. Okay, I know people are very split on this movie, but fuck it, I love it. Sausage Party. I've seen it so many times. It's stupid, and it's got such great commentary. I love it, and I'm not dissing a TV show version of it. Say what you want about it. Saving Mr. Banks. Okay, I didn't know I owned that. Saw 4K Steelbook. The rest of the Saw movies, and Spiral from the Book of Saw. I really don't need this one, but I have all the others, so I was like, why the hell not? And I had fun with it. Scary Movie. What you need to do is watch like the first 3 Scream movies back to back, and then immediately watch this. It makes this movie a lot funnier. Man, I need to stop drinking. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Schindler's List, which I've honestly not seen all the way through. I've seen bits and shreds, but it's like, it's one of those movies that you need to be in the mood to watch. One of my favorites, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. My family hates that movie, and I don't know why. Speaking of Scream, the original Scream, the Scream trilogy, so Scream 1, Scream 2, and Scream 3. I only have this for 2 and 3. Scream 4, Scream 2022, so Scream 5. 7, I don't even know if you can see over this. Hold on. Oh, God. Don't you fucking fall. Okay. Yeah, 7. Searching. Secret of Nim. Secret World of Arietti. Okay, hold on. These are going to topple over at one point. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights? Oh, another one of my favorite trilogies, if this even counts. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End, the Cornetto trilogy. I have not seen Hot Fuzz or The World's End in so freaking long, but I have watched Shaun of the Dead recently, and God does it still hold up. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite comedies. Shaun the Sheep movie. I rewatched this too recently, and it was much better than I remember it being. Shawshank Redemption, great movie, was one of my grandpa's favorite movies. Shazam? Sherlock Gnomes? Or what the fuck? Sherlock Holmes, not Sherlock Gnomes. I do not own Sherlock fucking Gnomes. What the hell? Oh god. Shrek. Fucking masterpiece, man. Love it. And Shrek 2? Shrek 2 is one of those movies that I can just watch anytime, anywhere, and if it's on, it's more than likely going to be on my TV. Also, the climax to the movie is fucking great. Sicario? A Silent Voice, very hard movie to watch, but it's so goddamn good. I love it. And the first time I ever watched it, I remember what happened. I was laying in bed one night. It's late. I'm really tired. I'm just scrolling through Netflix or whatever. And I turned this movie on for a second. Not knowing... Seki? Did I say Seki? Second. Turned it on for a second. Didn't know what the hell it was. And was like... I was so roped into it that I'm like, alright, my ass is up. And usually, if I'm tired, I'm tired. I go to bed. Doesn't matter if I'm watching a movie or not. Silver Linings Playbook. What the... Sing 2! Why do I have Sing 2? I don't know. I seriously need to go through this collection, though. Ooh, come here, come here. Sing a Bit of Harmony? I did a review on this a few weeks back. Nobody watched it, but, check it out. This is a great movie. Singing in the Rain? Sisters. Yeah, right. Actually, that's a pretty good movie. Smokey and the Bandit. Smoking Aces. I have not seen this movie before. Picked it up on Black Friday just because. This is The Social Network. This is a fucking terrible cover. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I like more than the first one. And this might be a personal opinion, but Soul is my favorite Pixar movie. I just love it to death. I don't know. This is taking too long. Okay, now for a big boy. The Sopranos Complete Series. Look at this. This is one of my favorite freaking shows. I mean, if you've seen a couple of my videos, I wear a Sopranos shirt sometimes. So, yeah. And, oh god. One of my all-time favorite movies, South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. I have seen this movie more times than you can freaking count, and I never get tired of it. It's just perfect. I love every moment of it, everything about it, and it's so goddamn funny. I love it. Season 24 of South Park, which is just the pandemic special and the South Park Q vaccination special. Space Jam. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. But it's so goddamn entertaining. And it knows what it is. It is a glorified commercial. But so is the first one. The first one was literally based off Air Jordan's commercials with Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny. But yeah. Fuck it. This movie's entertaining. Look, LeBron James. I had to think of who the basketball player in this movie was for a minute. His acting was so fucking bad. It was entertaining. And I don't even know what the hell Don Cheadle was doing in that movie. He was just losing it. Spaceballs. Speed. One of my favorite action movies. Wait. No! Oh god, I gotta get... No, god damn it! I gotta get more movies! Alright, the last batch, we're about done. I'm so afraid to see how long this video is going to turn out. Alright. Next up is the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, and I want to get this video done with, but this little voice in my head that sounds like Willem Dafoe keeps yelling at me to finish it! Finish it! Yeah, anyway, I love this trilogy, and any time is a great time to rewatch them, including number 3. I know it's not that good, but it's still really entertaining. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, and this is not the original Best Buy release steelbook. Sony did like a re-release of a bunch of their steelbooks late last year, and this was one of them, and I had to grab it immediately. When I saw this in theaters, it meant so goddamn much to me as a Spider-Man fan. I freaking loved it, and immediately when it came out on 4K, bought it, and I can't get enough of it. I've seen it so many times now. Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, one of my favorite animated movies, and I'm really excited for Across the Spider-Verse. Spies in Disguise, Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, Spirited. I found this on eBay, and to be honest, it's a great quality Blu-ray, but the color is off just a tad. But honestly, I don't know what people thought of this movie last year, or if anyone really saw it, but if you haven't, it's pretty good. Watch it this Christmas. And my back is itching. Spirited Away, another one of my favorite animated movies. SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water. I don't know why I have this one, but not the original. Star is Born. J.J. Abrams' first Star Trek movie. Star Wars prequel trilogy. The original Star Wars trilogy. Star Wars The Force Awakens. I don't know if this holds up or not, because Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker were not that good, but I haven't seen this in forever, so who knows. Stephen King's It. Half of it's really good, half of it's really bad, but Tim Curry, how can you go wrong with him? Stranger Things Season 1 on this, like, really cool VHS-looking Blu-ray thing. Okay. Don't you fall. Stranger Things 2 on this really cool-looking VHS thing. Stuber, really underrated comedy. You would be shocked how funny it is. What is this? Studio 666, the Foo Fighters movie from last year. I think people were split on it, but I had a lot of fun with it. Plus, the idea of a demon possessing Dave Grohl to make a 45-minute song is just really funny to me. Suicide Squad. God, it's such a good fucking movie. Summer Wars. Superbad, classic comedy. I keep saying a lot of movies are classics, even though, like, they wouldn't be put down as, like, major classics, but they're classics to me. Superman the movie. Tale of the Princess Kaguya. Tangled. Oh, another classic. Team America World Police. I watched this at a pretty young age, and I still love it. Matt Damon. Ted. Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Okay, I hate the show, but they actually tried with the movie and succeeded, because this movie's surprisingly really funny. And if you don't believe me, just watch for yourself. The 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm really excited for Mutant Mayhem. Ten Commandments. Okay. Tenet. The Terminator. Terminator 2. I've heard constantly that the 4K for this movie is not good, but look at this. This steelbook is freaking badass looking. So, yeah, of course I'm going to own this. And it won't go back into slipcover. Okay, so you know how I said the Dora movie is very easy to convince people to watch? Terrifier 2 is not. I can't even find any diehard horror fans to watch this. But, you know what? It's brutal as shit, and I love it. But, yeah, there are scenes that are very hard to watch. This is the end. Thor, and the other ones are right here. The other 3 Thor movies, Thor Love and Thunder Steelbook. Yeah, I got problems with it, but I don't know. It's hit and miss. But seriously, you make a screwball comedy where one of your main characters gets cancer. That's a little messed up. Nope, flip those over, actually. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I've actually never seen that movie. I need to give it a watch. Titanic. I did a review on the 3D re-release recently. Check that out, because it's got a very funny part where I pitch my idea for Titanic 2, Iceberg's Revenge. Tokyo Godfathers, Tombstone, Top Gun Maverick. Okay, another theater story. I love this movie a lot, like most other people, but God, did it drive me insane for 4 months? Abso-fucking-lutely. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was coming in. Hey, have you seen Maverick yet? Man, haven't you seen Top Gun? Maverick's so great. Oh my God, I love me some Top Gun. Top Gun, Maverick. It's like, shut up. I know it's great. No shit. It ruined the movie for me for a good while. So I haven't watched it since theaters and only got to see it in theaters like 2.5 times. But, yeah, still a great movie. But, I need to breathe. Oh my God. Total Recall Steelbook. The Town. Toy Story. Toy Story 4. I don't have 2 and 3. I'll get them eventually. The Transformers, the movie, the original animated classic, or I wouldn't even say classic, but yeah, it's a fun, enjoyable movie, and it's got a great soundtrack. Transporter 1 and 2, Trick or Treat, Tropic Thunder, everybody knows you never go full word, I can't say on this channel. Turning Red, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, very underrated comedy from last year. Unbreakable, great movie. Controversial one. Uncharted. I've never played the games, but even I knew, like, these are not, like, maybe they're accurate in, like, all the action and stuff, but, like, the characters? No. But, I don't know. I found it to be really entertaining. Uncut Gems. Great Adam Sandler movie. It's not a comedy. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch. The, Universal Movie Monster Collection, which has Dracula, Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, and the Wolf Man. The Untouchables. Okay, 2 guilty pleasure movies right here on Steelbook. Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. I know they're not good, but goddammit, are they a blast. At least to me. Vertigo. Violent Night. Wall-E. Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Childhood classic. Walt Disney Animated Studios Short Films Collection. I'm pretty positive these are not on Disney+. Someone might have to double check that for me. The HBO Watchmen series. I've had this for so long, and I still have not yet watched it. Is that any good? Someone let me know. I have seen the Watchmen movie, though. Weathering with You. We're the Millers. Fuck it. I enjoy this movie. A 4-pack collection of Wedding Crashers, Horrible Bosses, Dumb and Dumber, and Hall Pass. Only one I haven't seen is Hall Pass. And The Wedding Singer. Another one of the few good Adam Sandler comedies. Something that could have been brought to my attention yesterday! Okay, the original West Side Story. The West Side Story remake. The Whale, which I'll be honest, has scared me more than some horror films have. Mostly that scene where he starts eating everything in his apartment. What We Do in the Shadows? When Harry Met Sally? Whisper of the Heart, very underrated Studio Ghibli movie. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? One of my favorites. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Willy's Wonderland. I don't know if I need to keep that or not. It's an enjoyable movie, but I don't know. Wolf Children. Wolf of Wall Street. Wonder Woman 1984. Yeah, I don't have the first Wonder Woman, but I have Wonder Woman 1984. But, you know what? It's not a good movie, but it's entertaining. Wrath of Man. X. I'm sorry, I keep thinking I hear something, like something outside. Pearl. The X-Men collection, which has first one, second one, third one, Origins Wolverine, which I have not seen, but I've not heard good things about. X-Men First Class and the Wolverine. X-Men Days of Future Past. X-Men Apocalypse. Your Name. Zack Snyder's Justice League, which I prefer this on 4K than I do on HBO Max, because it's split up into 2 discs. Zombieland Double Tap, and Zootopia. Ow, that was my foot. And people, that, I'm pretty positive, is my entire Blu-ray 4K collection. Oh my god! And now, time for the fun part. Putting all of these back! An hour exact is how long it took me to put all those back. But anyway guys, thanks so much for watching my really long video. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back with more reviews and videos very soon. See ya then.